everybody, I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about my New York trip this past weekend with my husband. It was really a great, fun recharge that I desperately needed. My parents actually gave us frequent flyer miles for Christmas, and we ended up getting to use them to go to New York City, which was my first time going. I've gotten to travel a lot, but never New York City. And while I definitely confirmed that I am not a big city girl while out on vacation, it was really fun to get to see all the different things. We saw 2 different shows. We saw Phantom of the Opera, which I'd been wanting to see on Broadway since I was a little girl. But we also got to see Cirque du Soleil Paramour, the show, which is like a mix between Cirque du Soleil and a musical, which reminded me of like all the Broadway musicals that I watched growing up with my grandma and my auntie, and so that was really fun. We got to see the New York City Public Library, which I'd always wanted to kind of peek into, and I took lots of different quotes of things hanging around on their walls. But the coolest thing, I think, the thing that really made my jaw drop, other than the show, the Cirque du Soleil show, was the Strand Bookstore. Now, if you have been to New York City and you've been to the Strand, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a book lover and you have not been to New York City and you're not sure if you can throw something on the agenda, like this is what you throw on the agenda. Okay, I've heard about it through several podcasts that I listen to, and it's just this independent bookstore with, I want to say 18 miles. Yes, 18 miles of books is what their like tagline is. And it's just like there's ladders so you can get up to different levels of books. There's 3 big main levels to the store. And yeah, it's just stock full of new and used books both. They also had every kind of like book memorabilia, like artwork or t-shirt or bags. So yeah, it was heaven. My husband got a bag there, which I'm not going to show you because he took it to work today. But it's like this really cool messenger bag that just says the Strand on it. But I really enjoyed looking for John Steinbeck stuff because I've been meaning to put more John Steinbeck on my list. I kind of want to own all the John Steinbeck at this point. And I'm a firm believer that because of who John Steinbeck was, a used copy of Steinbeck is the way to go. I just feel like part of his message was, making do with what you had and keeping the old raggedy stuff around to get meaning out of it. And I just kind of am thrilled by that. So I picked up, while I was there, Cannery Row. I love this like beat up cover. And actually, without the dust jacket, it's still pretty cool looking. This one was $7.50. This one, really beautiful illustrated edition of The Red Pony. Look at that inside cover. And this just has, I think, some really pretty cool watercolor illustrations in it that I'm looking forward to reading with my kids. And John Steinbeck writer, look at this honker. And I'm not even scared. I'm just excited. It's about 1,000 pages. Like, of John Steinbeck. I was looking for his East of Eden and Grapes of Wrath journals. They didn't have that there. I'm still maybe going to purchase those, but I'm going to see if I can get some of that out of this chunk of a book. I mean, look at this brick. But it's just great. I'm so excited because Steinbeck. And he actually spent half of his life in New York City, which was kind of a cool thing I found out before we left. I did not get a chance to get over to his house, and that's how life goes, I suppose. I did want to show you a couple of postcards that I got. This one I got for a couple of my friends, and I bought the matching bag. I'm just so excited about this. Then they had this double-think postcard. It's noun, the acceptance of or mental capacity to accept contrary opinions or beliefs at the same time, especially as a result of political indoctrination, coined by George Orwell in his novel 1984. Example, check President Trump's latest tweet for today's double think. And I just thought that was kind of awesome. Got another button with the Rosie, the reader. Nevertheless, she persisted. And Young, Scrappy, and Hungry because Hamilton. So I made out pretty well. Other things we got to do while we were there, we did Ellis Island and the Statue of Liberty. It was really neat to get to go to Ellis Island. I had a great-grandfather come over in 1909 and go through there. So it was cool hearing about the process. Most immigrants spent about 3 to 5 hours there. 98.1% were approved to come through. The only ones that were denied were either pregnant or had some sort of medical condition that they thought they wouldn't be able to work, or they'd be dependent on someone else. So that was kind of an interesting thing to learn about, just how many people were able to go through. Yeah, I just really got kind of emotional looking through some of those things and just seeing what people left to come to, what kind of dreams they had. Yeah, so that was really a neat thing I've been wanting to do since I was a little girl. And I read a book about, of course, I read a book about the long journey to America and what it was like for immigrant families. So I really highly recommend getting to do that if you can. Definitely see a show. Times Square was cool. Everything's just so tall. I was just amazed by yeah, everything is so tall. We did the Highline Park and just kind of walked around there, which is neat. It's the old train lines they've made into green space park for people to walk around out there. So, but more than anything, it was just a really nice break to recharge, to kind of get excited about learning something new. And it was fun to come home. And yeah, I have several books from the library to go through with the kids. I've been working on an art journal, which I have been wanting to do again for a long time. So I just picked up just a little notebook to do a travel art journal. And hopefully I'll get to show you that when I finish up with it, because I'm pretty excited about some of the things in there. Yeah, so it was a good creative break, regardless of how sick I was. It didn't seem to matter. More than anything, I think the break taught me that I have a lot of juice left in me. I just need to kind of follow after it. So I have some exciting ideas, books, reading, homeschool plans on the horizon that I will be sharing with you in the next few weeks. Yeah, my birthday's in a few days, so I always get super reflective around my birthday, figuring out what I want more of and what I want less of. So I do want to end this video by showing you this horrific mask that I got for our kids, especially my oldest who loves masks. I don't even know if I'll be able to talk after I put this on, so. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? This is so weird. So, oh my gosh. Sometimes it's just fun to lean into a little crazy. So, yeah. What are you doing that's fun for your life right now? Are you needing a recharge? What are your favorite places and things to do for a recharge? Yeah, like my eyes are still like feeling funny from that mask. So, I want to hear from you guys. That is all I'm going to say. I'm rested, rejuvenated, and ready for more. So, bring it on. Talk to you later.